I'm Rob Wilson. Welcome to the Employco HR Chat. Thanks for joining me this week. With me, as always, is Jason Eisland, our Vice President of HR.
Hi, everyone.
So the topic this week, Jason, is can employers ask employees if they've had the vaccine?
The short and quick answer is yes. There are some caveats and tips, but yes, employers can ask. There's a couple recommendations on how to do it and do it responsibly, but yes, there's a lot of employers and reasons why companies might be asking and benefit from knowing. But yes, employers can ask employees if they've been vaccinated.
So you're asking privately? Is it an open? Are people asking via surveys, or really you want to know specific people versus non-specific? Correct.
Correct. Yeah. So our recommendation is ask for a form. So that way you have it documented, there won't be any follow-up questions. So one of the tips is keep that form very short and sweet. Have you been vaccinated? Yes or no? Are you fully vaccinated? Yes or no? Maybe give the kind of the parameters around what is fully vaccinated, like the 2 weeks post Pfizer and Moderna. But do not follow up and have reminders in that letter that say, please don't provide us with any medical documentation or reasons why you did not get the vaccine. When employers find out why an employee did not receive it, whether it's related to disability or sincerely held religious beliefs, that's when employers can get into some problems with the EEOC and their State Department.
Right, so you're only asking specifically about this vaccine, no other health information. You don't want to know anything. You just want to know really because that impacts what you can do or behavior on the office. If you then know who else has been vaccinated and passed that waiting period, then that becomes the issue of you can be in the conference room together without masks or working together. So it opens a lot more options.
Yeah, so some of our clients are actually not even back to work yet. They're still fully remote. And just actually this week, I've been helping a client with their return to work plans. And one of the things that they were discussing is, boy, I'm sure it would help if we knew who was vaccinated and who wasn't, because then we could space people correctly or gather people in certain areas. And also some clients are interested in how that affects employees' interaction with other coworkers or vendors or customers. For example, some of the trade show clients we work with, it's really important to them.
And that's, we can go off on a whole nother topic. When looking at trade shows, we just had a trade show that was asking for anybody at that show, any labor, any exhibitors, all be vaccinated, which that becomes a different issue because collective bargaining agreements, I would imagine.
Yeah, anytime an employers are working at a different facility or someone else's own property, they could be asked that line of questions, and it's helpful for them to know who's been vaccinated or who hasn't.
Right. So I know we try and keep these to just a few minutes, and you've kind of answered my second part of the first question was, can you ask for proof to your employees? And you can ask for proof, but keep it limited to COVID.
Yeah. Okay. So whether or not you're asking for the card that's completed or a different documentation, but yes, employers can ask for proof beyond just the employee kind of acknowledgement form. They can ask for proof from the vaccination site or some other means to show that the employee really has been vaccinated. So kind of a tip there is keep it safe and secure, just like you would any kind of other medical information that kind of behind lock and key or in a secure place on a shared drive, things like that.
Right. No different than you would do with any of your other employment records. You want to keep it, if it's on a drive, keep it in an HR drive that people very, very limited access to, or like you said, if it's a paper version, in a separate HR department.
Yep, exactly.
Right. Feel free, it's a big topic. We could go on for quite some time on this. So if you have questions, feel free to reach out to Jason or myself. You can find us on LinkedIn or hr@employco.com, and or just go to employco.com and you'll find us there as well. So thanks for joining us this week on our HR chat.
Thank you.